So once again, I've saved us a little trouble by making a static version of this with just the HTML and some of the CSS to make it a little easier to get up and running quickly. So if you look at the GitHub page for the class, you'll see a project called Chat Static. So go ahead and leave this open. I'm going to have you fork it later. You can go ahead and fork it now, but mostly I just wanted to launch it to have a look at it. So what we're building is going to look something like this. Right, we'll have a sidebar with who you're logged in as, a sign out button, a list of rooms or channels or whatever you want to call them, little information about the current channel, all the messages for the current channel, and a form for you to actually input a new message. So, right now we have one component, right? App. Let's start to think about what other components make sense. Who sees an opportunity for another component? Yeah, what do you say, Omari? If you were to split this up into components, what's a component you might?
Would you need like a, I don't know if it makes sense, but like to make a like for components to like.
Don't overthink it.
Okay, don't overthink it. Okay,
Yeah.
like,
Let's see. So let somebody else answer first. Okay. Yeah. Like the sidebar there? Yeah. Like the sidebar, right? Sure. Logan, do you have your hand up, or you're just doing?
I was going to say the profile at the top left, if that's within the sidebar.
So even inside the sidebar, you could split that up further, right? To the user business up there at the top? Sure. You can do that. Yeah.
one for each user. One for each person.
Well, not exactly. Hold that thought. Anybody else? What else can we do? Yeah.
The message form.
Yeah, the form. Yep.
The history of messages, like the chat box.
Yeah, the actual list of messages. Then I think what you're saying is each individual message. It's not the individual users, it's what they said, right? Those are chat messages. Was that what you were saying? Okay. So we've said we could do the sidebar. We could split the sidebar up further with the user information at the top. We could do the form where you actually type in a new message. We could do the list of all the messages. What else? Yeah. The send button, that could be a separate component if you wanted. What do you think?
At the top where it says general, it says announcements and general chat.
Yeah, the little gray bar up there that,
Specific for each chat room.
yeah, it changes with each chat room, has the name and the description of the chat. So it seems to me if we're going to have one for the sidebar, we probably need one for everything else. So all these other things should probably be contained in another component that we can then split up into that thing at the top, all the messages, and the form at the bottom. So we should probably have one that represents everything that's on the right. And we'll just split that up further. So also, one of these days, we're going to have a sign-in page. So at the app level, it's going to have to decide whether to show the sign-in page or to show all of this. So we kind of have two different pages. So in that case, I would say that everything we're looking at here is not necessarily app, but probably some other component. So I'll call that main. Let's call all of this the main component, and then we'll split it up from there. Because at the app level, we'll just be deciding between the sign-in page and this page. Deal? All right, let's start to actually make it.